Bos Nation is far from being the first. How about the NWSL just a couple of years back when Racing Louisville was getting ready to come on the scene? Well, this was actually what their first go in a name was.
I don't hate it.
Proof Louisville.
The name is dope. The badge is terrible.
Badge is bad, but the name is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Why would you? Was it black and white?
It was black and white. That was the initial color scheme that they were going to go for. And I think some people's criticism with the name, because they were close, right? Like Proof Louisville just sounds wrong. Maybe like Lou Proof. I don't know.
I don't mind. It's bourbon. It's a reference to bourbon.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job, Alexis.
Yeah, so I like it. Yeah.
In case anybody didn't know.
If I could get it, anyone could get it. You know?
You had a good time in Louisville, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, so maybe we don't hate this one as much.
I don't hate this one. I don't love this badge at all. I think what they've landed on, and certainly the colors, the purple, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Think about how much worse it would be if it was Proof Nation. You know? Just absolutely terrible.
What, like too many balls, too many bourbons, too many shots?
Too many shots.
Too many shots.
Too many shots works.
Hey, get us back in the lab. We're cooking here. Okay, and then, this was a tough one. This is back in 2006 when the San Jose team was moving to Houston, and this was their first go at a name. Now, this was supposed to honor when Texas was founded, but this got a lot of backlash from the Hispanic community because that was, of course, in 1836 when Texas fought Mexico to gain independence. And so eventually it was changed, and
Yeah.
It's all bad.
There's a lot going on there.
It's also like a very era-specific looking logo.
It looks like a really...
nothing goes. Like the numbers are like a completely different genre and font and then you've got that sort of like script looking thing. It's just it's kind of a mess.
Cowboy. They kept the soccer ball, didn't they, though?
It's very chaotic.
It looks like you could have made it into like one of those giant tacky Texas belt buckles.
And then also that star is literally like the Houston Astros star. It's like they just took the Houston Astros star and then stamped this,
said, all right, let's
whatever
make
this is on top of it.
Looks like a bar, a Houston bar.
It does. The one that has a mechanical bull in the middle?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, how about a team that was attempting a rebrand? And look, they did something that Bos Nation clearly didn't. They consulted, I think, a lot more people, 10,000, 6 months of research, and this is what they landed on. It looks like the guy's trying to let out a burp, maybe is having some heartburn issues.
Leeds fans do that, though.
No, I know, but like it...
But this is
when it's illustrated, it looks a little different.
That looks like it's taken straight from clip art.
No,
it
looks
does,
like,
Nico.
It looks like the bottom half of the Mr. Clean bottle that you never get to see.
Do you remember the skit on SNL, the Superfans, the Chicago Superfans, and Chris Farley would do the thing, having a heart attack, and he would like do that? That's what it looks like.
It's giving that vibe.
But they at least changed. They went back. They said, we're so sorry. I don't know what 10,000 people they consulted, but they found out very quickly that the internet hated this.
That 10,000 was blown out of the water by the over 50,000 that signed a petition to change this whole thing, which, yes, they did. So that's good. All right. Cardiff City.
Let's see.
They got new ownership, and this was back in 2012, and it was a Malaysian owner who was like, you know what, we're going to ditch the iconic blue, the bluebird. How about a red dragon? And that was what they decided to go with. It's a little pixelated here, but that was the move, and it was actually not changed right away. This was the look from 2012 to 2015 when they changed it back. So I don't know. There's one thing to change a logo, but to change a team's color scheme.
I remember this era because obviously the Bluebirds and then Red Dragons is the exact opposite. Their biggest rival wears red, so there was already a negative connotation. And also, I think the owner had changed it because there was something with luck associated with the color red and a dragon in his culture. So he thought, well, everyone's going to love this. And the fans were like, we do not want that.
Imagine Man United switching to blue, or Liverpool switching to blue.
No. Arsenal.
Or Arsenal switching to white.
To white, nah.
Can you imagine?
No.
Absolutely not.
No. We saved the best for last, and I know this is one that all of us are very familiar with. If you follow domestic football, well, then you know that MLS's Chicago Fire really.
Look away, Chicagoans.
Look away. This
atrocious.
I'll never forget. Like everyone remembers where they were when this atrocity dropped online.
Wait, is the image on the bottom of the fire?
Yeah.
You betcha.
That burned down the entire city. Happy times.
They used that to market their...
They absolutely did,
my
Nico.
God.
Your eyes are not deceiving you. This was just so bad on so many levels. It looks like it went through one of those penny presses that pops out like a really flattened, you know, goes from round to oval. And there was a lot of feedback and reaction to this one.
How quickly did this change?
Pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
A year?
A year.
Well, they
Because they printed all the kits.
but they announced that they were going to change it pretty shortly after.
Yeah.
They also changed the team colors to that, like,
So Vancouver Whitecaps were like, I'd like to have a
like, where
word.
have we seen this before?
And you know what else is like kind of coming to mind when I look at this? You know, Real Salt Lake? It's giving some Real Salt Lake vibes. And Vancouver, it's like, there was a really great kind of tweet about this. It's like if Vancouver and RSL made a weird baby.
Had a baby. That's what you
weird
get.
baby.
It was such a fail. It was such
really
an
was.
epic fail. And I will say, to their credit, they recognized it very shortly after. And the one that they eventually landed on, what they were now, like their badge now is very, very good.
This is what I was implying.
It was so poor. It was so poor.
One of the worst.
100%. I remember it well. Never forget.
And then just add Bos Nation to the list. We'll see if we get a new name or not, though. That'll be interesting.
the one thing these all have in common is they're better than Bos Nation. So
You know what's important though? The fans clearly have voiced their concern, which is great. Even it happens at the level of Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid rebranded to a more modern logo, which personally I think is sleeker than the old logo.
it's sleeker, it's digital. It
But
also
you know what?
pays homage to the old one.
The fans didn't like it, and the fans raised their concern. They felt like the identity of the main symbol of their club was being manipulated, and they got it changed, and it's changed back again to the old logo. So, you know, it's the fans club in Spain. It quite literally is a fans club because they're members, right? But
There's a push for Arsenal to go back to the previous logo than the one they currently have as well. Fans kind of want that, but I think there's an issue with trademarks, which is why they had to change it to begin with. So I don't know if that'll happen, but
Interesting. That was fun. Thanks for that trip down memory lane, Allie.
Yes.